Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And I hope you've been able to watch last night's first episode of my new series, my Let's Play series of map making with BonBonB. I'll be over the next few weeks making my second ever map, the follow-up to Merrickstowe, so join me along for that one. Today's map is a request map. It's the oldest one on my list. It's been on there for 7 months. It's been on there so long that I've actually lost the name of the person that requested it, so I'm sorry about that. If this is your requested map, then yes, take a bow. The Patreon BonBon buddies have overlooked this map 5 times so far, so I figured it was about time that I gave it a little heads up. It's the last fortress, Ultima Fortaleza, by Sheriff, and thank you very much for providing that in English and in Timbuktuian. I made that up, by the way, obviously Spanish. There's your start square. Can you see any highway? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. There's your resources, very bold and speckled and bold. What do we need? There's a few bits and pieces for this map, mostly in the plantage, although there's the no radioactive desert and more, which I have installed as well for this particular map. Normally I'll have that switched off. And then Spanish for those of you that don't understand what the hell I'm talking about, which is most of you. Now we'll start off by, well, coming from the fog, we've got this. This is interesting. I'm not going to switch off the fog because it's behind us. We're looking forward, so let's not worry about that now. But where do those tunnels go to? And the answer is back to each other, and I have absolutely no idea why. That is odd, but it's out there in the fog, so we'll just leave it and pretend it never happened. And then we hit the cloverleaf, the lovely clover. I haven't seen one of these for a while. And let's have a look. Well, we've got some sound barriers down the outside. So I thought it was elevated highway at first, but it's just sound barriers. Why? I don't get it. I mean, first of all, if you're driving along, you don't get to take in the view. And that's the only downside with sound barriers. Obviously, they keep the sound away from the houses, but look at the view. Look at what we're missing by having the sound barriers. Actually, maybe that's why the sound barriers were up there. to take away that glorious view. Anyway, the road goes the other way and dead ends as well up that end too. Now we've got, oh look, 3 lanes going down to 1 lane there. I shot past that, I'm sorry about that. But yes, and then we dead end here as well, right next to that little short stretch of railway. I had no idea what's going on there. Let's head over to this side of the map where you can see traffic rolling, which means at least this is all connected up at this end, and we can witness something interesting, hopefully interesting. Come down here, we've got an intersection followed by an intersection immediately afterwards. We'll have a look at that in a minute because that's where the traffic's going. Here we've got a coat hanger intersection with sound barriers. Again, I don't know why we have sound barriers. And then we'll go down this way. It looks like it's dead ending down here as well, yeah? And the answer is, well, no. We've got a tunnel. Where's the tunnel go to? Let's follow the tunnel along. Oh, I do like a secret hidden tunnel. And the answer to this tunnel is it emerges right by the river. And this is actually the start square. This is that little bit of road that you're going to start building from. Okay, well, yeah. It comes out on the beach, though, which I'm not so keen on. And once again, why are we working with sound barriers? I don't get it. It's very strange to me, very strange. Okay, the wishbone intersection, the vanilla one with the incredibly steep Steep slopes, not sleep slopes. No, we don't like sleep slopes. We don't like them either. Okay, we're down the highways towards the bridge. Oh, the ominous bridge. Let's see, there's plenty of nice build plane to work with. That is always welcome. Now the bridge, we've got this is a bit on the steep side, and I'd like to see it tapered up a little bit more than that. So it's very high. And all I can say is I hope there is some shipping going underneath that. Otherwise that is way too high for what we're looking at today. Comes down again on the other side, quite steep again, but you know, there we are. Where are we heading this? Oh, it looks like we're heading towards the fog. So we're probably going to be swapping over to some rail in a moment. Yeah, into the fog now. So on with the rail. What? Hang on, what's that? What's that? It's a wishbone intersection. What? Why? And now we've got a highway running along in the fog to the corner edge of the map. Now this is a bit of a waste because a lot of you'll know there are limitations on the total number of road nodes you can have. Look at the way it cuts through here. Admittedly, this is in the fog. I'm not marking it down for this, but I will give some consideration as to why we've got this extended height. Is this a better bridge? That's the sort of slope we're looking for. Yeah, why we've got all these road nodes running along the edge of the map, completely out of sight. They serve absolutely no purpose having this down here. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But anyway, let's as we're down here by the rail, let's have a look at the rail. Do you know what? We'll leave the fog switched off. I've got a bad feeling we're going to have to go back into the fog at some point. I just know it's going to happen. The rail, okay, flat, but then it's flat build plane, so that's good work. Splits here, and we've got the proper junctions and stuff, so we can come back. That's lovely. Now, this bridge is just dreadful, I'm afraid. The train would struggle to make it up there. It looks a bit higgledy-piggledy as well. I would have liked to have seen maybe a tunnel going underneath that river. That would have made a bit more sense, I think. Still, no rail tunnels around here, so I don't know what's going on here. Here it splits. We've got one going off to the left. Well, this goes through a minor cutting here. I kind of can allow that-ish, but this, why didn't you just go around the hill? And that is that's a slice of cake. I don't get it. This was just put down in a hurry. Made no sense. This is a better bridge. Once again, does it even need to be that high? I mean, at ground level, that would more than clear that road. So I don't know why we've raised up that high either. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we'll just follow off to where the fog would be if we had the fog switched on, which is there. Now, I'm sure there's another rail route we need to look at. Oh yeah, down here. Yep. This cuts off this way and heads off. Ah, now here's a tunnel. We could have done with a tunnel for the river. Where's that head off to? There. What? 5 yards? Why have we gone underground there? It makes no sense, again, to me, why we've gone underground. And then we've emerged to go over the river. That's not too bad. It's a better bridge than before, except for we're diving straight into a tunnel even before we get down to ground level. Oh my goodness, Sheriff, what are you doing to us? Oh, and then we go underground and come back up before you even get down. What on earth? Oh, I think he's trolling me. I'm sure he's trolling me. He just wants to get on the show, doesn't he? That's what it is. Let's get on. Oh no, we've gone underground again. Oh, let me guess where that's going to come out. Actually, I don't know. Oh, right angle turn. That is a bit different, isn't it? And we're emerging up here. Excellent. Back to camera mode. Oh, asset, please save me. Really need a good asset today. Let's hope it's a good one. The Old European Town Gas and Garage by Kevin Time. Now this is not. It says Old European. it doesn't look that old or feel that old to me, but this particular style is quite old. There was one not far from me when I was growing up, and at that time it was abandoned anyway as well. And you do find these in the countryside around in the English villages and so forth like that. This looks a far more modern take on it, but maybe something you can find, I don't know, I guess in like maybe France or somewhere like that. Old European town. France is in Europe. Last time I checked, more so than the UK since Brexit. Anyway, there you go. Old European town, Gash and Garage by Kevin Time, and I'm very glad to see it. Thank you, Kevin. As we head over to Themington Island for a look at the Autumn theme by FSF Ranger. Now, this is a map where they've been using grass texture for sand, which gives you an extra texture for painting your meadows, which is all good. Where were we up to yesterday? Do you remember? Oh yes, we were doing some sort of edible type things, weren't we? Right, well, we'll go away from edible. Let's do Ring a Ring a Roses, the nursery, the children's nursery rhyme. It refers to the marks caused by the plague. Do you remember the plague? Oh, yes. Back in the day, before we had colour television, we had the plague. It was so entertaining. Pygmy possums were thought to have been extinct for many years until one was discovered in Australia in 1966. Since then, many more have been found. Pygmy possums. Oh, I can't even. I'm going to have to Google that one. I can't even imagine what one looks like. I'm thinking like a small groundhog. But anyway, yes. Well, I shall look those up when I get off after this. I know they're going to be small. Shipping routes, yeah, shipping routes, one round there. Bit of a T-junction here, which is going to look awkward for the shipping to take the bend. It's a shame again. Just little details like that can make all the difference. That's perfect, actually. That might be a little bit too low. And I'm ignoring that bridge in the fog. I'm just ignoring it. It doesn't exist, okay? We're not marking anything down on that bridge. Will it? Just no. This heads off down and around, and S bends out to the fog over that way, except for it doesn't. It follows the coast. No, it doesn't. It follows the edge of the map. And what's Sheriff got? It's got this like fancy for the edge of the map. What can we put out there? Well, I've got to say, compared to Hendrick's efforts with the edge of the map, that's not so good. A little bit of shipping clipping there. This next one's probably going to be okay. I think it went right through the middle of that one, didn't it? But yeah, Hendrick, yesterday's map, very nice map. And they had some very interesting things hidden in the fog. As opposed to Sheriff, who's hiding some bizarre things in the fog. Yeah, slight clipping on that as well in terms of height. Water flow. Right, well, we've got water pushing in from this end of the river. They're going downstream. Hardly any motion in this little bit here, but like I say, off in the fog, so probably not worried about that. And then let's have a look in here. Just a little bit of motion, but it's coming inwards, and then there's dead water in there. Okay, well, let's stick to the main river. There is water motion in the main river, although it's getting lighter and lighter as we go away from the edge of the map. Here, compared, oh no, still see a couple of arrows there. Let's have a look up this route here. Have we got any water flowing up this route? Oh yeah, good and strong here. And that's a little side river there. Very strong there, that's good too. We follow this around and it's getting weaker and weaker again until we get to this river here. Yeah, can barely see any arrows there at all. Right, let's check in from this angle, and the water's pushing in, so it's all going, everything's going in stream. I wonder where it's all going to sort of like meet up. That's barely, a little bit of motion there, and then the water's dead here. Right, okay, so everything's pushing into that kind of area there. Let's see where we are in terms of on the map. Okay, and come on, let's come out of that. We are right by the start square. Right by the start square. The one place that you want the water to be moving is pretty much where the water is stationary. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's have a look at some of these. Before we do look at the detail and the 2 bits of interest, let's have a look at the tree selection. And if I'm honest with you, it just seems random. It just seems really random. Everything about the placement and the selection of the trees, it just seems like a 30-second deliberation. And there we are. But anyway, we have lots of build plane. Let's have a look at this thing hidden off in the fog over this side, shall we? Right, now this, let's switch the fog off, better do that. Yeah, this is the most interesting, possibly the most interesting part of the whole map for me, more so than the last thing we're going to look at, which is actually how the map got its name. But it's tiered. We've got some mangrove trees down here. Hey, excellent. Yeah, glad to see him actually in action. And this is why we have the no radioactive desert mod as well, to allow for these trees to survive and not just die. So that's good to see. So yeah, water cascading down the tiers. We do have a few drowned trees. Not so much these water lily type things. They're designed to be on the water surface, but we've got a tree over here that basically he shouldn't be there. Just having a little bathe. Nobody likes a grubby tree, do they? And then down here we've got some bushes and trees just a little bit too deep in the water. So yeah, a little bit of a fail there as well. And we'll finish by going off to the last fortress. This is the fortress. I think you can see why it's called a fortress as well. There's quite a lot of gun placements all the way around. There's nobody going to get you if you're on this fortress. It's interesting. It's different. And if we've got a bit of electricity up there as well, and a little road which goes into tunnel and loops around here, comes out here, and it's literally a road to nowhere. It's just nothing, nowhere. I don't know. And if we head up to the top here, we've got an essential lighthouse and a radar tower, because reasons. So anyway, that's the map as a whole. I'm just going to leave the fog switched off, I think. Might as well. I can't be bothered now. I just want the show to end today. Please, 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 let me finish. Okay, let's try and give this some off the top of the head ratings. Aesthetically, can I get out to a 2 stars? I think I can. I kind of like the tiered hill with the mangrove. Oh yeah, I'm giving a 2nd star for the tiered hill. The detailing, some nice ideas. An extra star for nice ideas. Okay, that's 2 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. There's a lot of build plane, and there's definitely connections. So I can give an extra star for the build plane and the connections. But basically, yeah, I can't see many people queuing up for this one. So 2 stars for gameplay. The Last Fortress at Ultima Fortaleza by Sheriff. Yeah, some nice ideas, Sheriff. You're definitely an ideas man rather than a map builder, I think. But keep practicing. I like to see how your work improves over the coming months. Well, thanks for commenting, watching, liking and subscribing. You guys are very much the best. Thanks for letting me know what clogs are. That really did help. Anyway, join me tomorrow for another map in the What Map series, and hopefully tomorrow there will be a special going out at 6 o'clock as well, because I know how much you like these things. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon.